Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you might be listening to this. I know it's nighttime here as I'm doing these readings. Had a little rainy, stormy evening, and it's just, I made a pot of coffee, and here I am doing one of my favorite things, which is reading tarot cards for you. This will be your weekly reading, Leo, for the week of August 10th through the 16th. During that time, we'll have a waning gibbous moon. And a waning gibbous is a really good time for self-reflection and rebirth, a time to make positive changes, get rid of bad habits and negative thinking, and just kind of really buckle down and work towards your goals and your aspirations. So please keep the moon energy in mind as you move through your week. Your overall message for this reading: don't let your past hold you back. Okay, let's see what the Leo Collective has going on for the week. Let's get things straightened out here. I feel like things a little wonky in here today. For some reason, as I'm shuffling, I would like to let you know that my weekly reminder this week is that you notice the world around you when it comes to synchronicities. So this could come in the form of repeating numbers, maybe a song that you overhear, a conversation that you overhear. It could be an animal. And, the example of an animal would be that if I have a situation in my life and it's on my mind, it's something I'm thinking about or trying to solve, and then a certain animal that maybe I don't see every day, not like my cat or the bunnies that I see in my backyard every day, but something a little different. Like my husband saw an owl yesterday. I don't see owl, and actually I didn't even see it. He saw it, but that's not an animal that I see a lot. Occasionally I do, but if I had a situation in my life, I would be like, why? In what area do I need to use wisdom? Maybe. So look for the attributes of that animal and then apply it to the situation in your life. And that's just how I use those synchronicities that I do come across in the universe. So we've got cards coming out here. Anyway, that's just my weekly reminders that you watch for those synchronicities. Those are your clues and breadcrumbs on your unique path that the universe is sending to you. So Leo, August 10 through 16, don't let your past hold you back. And your overall energy is that you are definitely looking towards the future here with the Two of Wands. So it looks like, you've recently had some sort of accomplishment and, you're feeling okay about it. And this is kind of this is a card of like, okay, I've done this, and are we going to go bigger, or are we going to stay where we are right now? Just kind of contemplating where you are. And it's a really good week for that. It's a good week for self-reflection, which is what we all need to be doing sometimes. So, but yeah, with that moon energy coming off that kind of crazy full moon, uh, big energy, that kind of, that letdown where you kind of get to look around and evaluate things. So go ahead and take that time this week to do that evaluation. All right, your current situation is the Magician. So perfect. Here you are sitting at some sort of accomplishment, and the Magician comes along and says, okay, what's next? What do you want to do next, Leo? You've got this thing, that you've just accomplished. And so now what are you going to work on? And you get to choose your element here, and you get to make those decisions. Are you going to now work on your emotional life or maybe your financial life? Is it something in the passion realm or something in the air realm, communication, or how you think is something intellectual. So as you're contemplating the future, this is the perfect question, the perfect card to come up to say what is next for you as you kind of contemplate those decisions. At the root of your situation this week is the High Priestess. So maybe you've been having some sort of deep thoughts. The High Priestess is about mystery. It's about intuition. It's about synchronicity, what I was just talking about. There might be some things that have been going on that are kind of internal for you. Maybe you had a dream about something, or, where you're just, it helps you to kind of contemplate, think about things that maybe you need to make changes within yourself, or within the world around you. The Magician is about manifestation. The High Priestess is about the um, kind of the inspiration for that manifestation. So, you might have had a dream that, that maybe you're at a different job, or that just some sort of maybe improvement in your life that you need to do. And the Magician allows you to do that. in your recent past is the Queen of Wands. So, you're coming into this with like an understanding of what drives you, what gets you up in the morning, what your passions are. That seems to be pretty clear to you. And so it should kind of be, whatever this intuitive thing coming in for you, pay attention to that, because you're already on a good track as far as, what the things that drive you passionately, the things that you really care about fiercely. So, think about what that intuitive thing is that's saying, look, you've got that part of your life down pat. What is the next thing now we're going to work on? So, pay attention to whatever that might be, choose your element, and start making those changes. What is on your mind this week is a little bit of a celebration here with the Four of Wands. So, there might be some accomplishment that you're celebrating, which is awesome. And go ahead and do that. Take the time to, to revel in whatever it is that you're celebrating. This could be with friends, family. This could be, maybe a party or some sort of something that you have coming up within this week. That's fun. It could be some Leos, aren't we heading into kind of the birthday season too? It could be something like that. But go ahead and enjoy that. Celebrate. Let your hair down, relax a little bit. That's pretty awesome. What is just ahead of you this week is, yeah, moving towards the future. So now we've had the card here of thinking about the future with the Two of Wands, and now we're moving towards it with, with some really good support at your back. This is friends and family. You've got people cheering you on, that allows you to feel like you can explore the world, explore what's in front of you, because your emotional cups behind you are full. You've that's just support at your back, which is really, really awesome. In your advice position is the Ace of Wands. So this could be a new passion that comes in for you. Again, like I said, with the Magician is asking you to choose the element, and maybe the element chooses you. So this could be some new passion, some new little project that you take on, but it's something that you really care about. It's something that, again, it's about fire energy. It lights your fire. It's exciting. So, and your advice is to, I was talking about looking around for those synchronicities. You've got this High Priestess that is kind of doing that for you, but look around for whatever this Ace of Wands is. There could be something in that fire realm that just shows up synchronistically for you this week. Pay attention to what that might be, and kind of use that as like one of those little breadcrumbs that you need to follow. What is beyond your control this week is, yeah, thinking about the future again. And this card might be our star of the week, because I've seen the Six of Swords in, I think, almost every reading. Yeah, so moving towards the future. And, this is definitely about, new thoughts, new intellectual things, moving, just new, just something moving, and moving towards them in a very calm, emotional way. This is not rapid. Nobody's on this boat paddling for dear life. This is very calm. We're going to move towards the future, towards these new thoughts and ideas in a good way. And that's beyond your control. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid? Would be feeling like you against the world here with the Seven of Wands. So, I doubt if it's your secret desire. So maybe you're just trying to avoid feeling like it's you against the world. Is there something that you're kind of taking a stand on that maybe others around you are maybe pushing back a little bit? And you're kind of having that you against the world thing, but listen to the world. There's some wisdom there that that you do need to listen to. So make sure you're at least opening to listening. But this will be your big question of the week: is what are you fighting against, that hard, so that you feel like it's you against the world? And are you right, or are these other wands kind of, maybe have an open mind a little bit more? I think I was telling to our stubborn Taurus collective, and I was thinking of Leo too. Sometimes, that feeling of being right, which kind of comes with, some signs, Leo being one of them. We're not always right. So, allow those other opinions, those things to come in. At least have the open mind to listen to maybe what other people are saying before you're, just dead set on being so right that you're not able to listen to them. In your outcome position is the Chariot. So I love that in this reading, because it definitely shows that you're getting ready to make a move. You're kind of evaluating things. You're paying attention to the signs of the universe. You've got some support at your back. You're relaxed enough to be celebrating something. And you've got the Magician right in the middle asking, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? The only I always like kind of look to see what's missing. I don't see any pentacles in this reading whatsoever, and we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck here, what's hidden from you. But look at the wands. There's quite a few wands, swords, cups, and a lot of wands. A lot of this is about passion, and if that's what drives you, it looks like you have the support to be driven towards that thing. So if there's some move that you're getting ready to make, or some decisions, you're kind of gathering some information to maybe make a move that probably doesn't happen this week, but you're kind of in that information gathering again with that waning gibbous. It's kind of that self-reflection era, or time, just a time of the month where it's time to make those time to just do those evaluations. So again, don't let your past hold you back, whatever that might be. What is hidden from you this week is the devil card. So that's good. That's, the devil is false truths. It's lack of confidence, fear of failure. You don't have that this week. You're just kind of moving straight ahead. You've got a straight line, got that magician there asking you what you want. You don't have that devil on your shoulder being negative. So I like that. Let's get a final word here from the Soul Oracle deck. A final message here for Leo as they're kind of evaluating their next move, and especially again in the passion realm. I feel like you've got some things there that you're really thinking about. Don't push the envelope. Weird. That card just came out in the reading before, which would have been Cancer. So Cancer also had don't push the envelope. And again, I don't think you will be this week, because this Chariot card to me is about getting ready. It's about getting ready to make a move. It's not really to me about making the move just yet. When you do so, you will do it confidently, but the Chariot is about getting ready and doing that evaluation. Okay, the card that comes out for you for self-care is the Growth card. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay, so that's how we grow. And maybe you do need to step out and be a little bit uncomfortable, right? We were talking about this card. This will be a big question for you this week, which is in your secret desire or trying to avoid. Are you trying to avoid being right, or is it your secret desire to be right? You may need to check on that one there. But you're trying to evaluate things so that you can grow. Don't push the envelope. You're just kind of in that information gathering phase, but you are thinking about the future and think about what your next step might be. So I wish you luck with all of that. I do appreciate your time here with me today, Leo. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use this week. If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a message down below and let me know what resonated here with you. Is there something going on where you're making decisions in the passion realm, or maybe it's something else that you're choosing. Maybe it's something that's not even on the table, but it looks like you're just kind of in that self-evaluation mode and getting ready to make a move. So I do post weekly, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Excuse me while I grab a sip of coffee real quick. Also, if you like my reading style, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps just push my numbers up in the algorithm, and that's always awesome for me. But for you, it'll help you find me next week, and that's the most important thing. So thanks so much, Leo. Good luck with all of this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.